Lucky.
Fantastic battle. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Give to the running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevell to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots, but it won't be an offense with Wisconsin, and it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback keeps it. Finding an escape route. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Right on the money. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And Nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Badgers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And off to Jones. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Wisconsin's had a long list of great running backs, but those big fellas up front, that's a pipeline to pro football.
Unbelievable. Joe Thomas would be proud, just paving the way, just physical. They always can block the run game so well, and they're going to establish it. Every game Wisconsin plays, they're going to run the football.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. Pick off. What a play by this defense.
You just got to be so careful now with footing. Quarterbacks, the ball's going to be slippery. Receivers maybe slipping in and out of breaks. They just weren't on the same page on that last throw. First drive of the game, in the rain, they throw a pick.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Single back formation, and they give it to it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll go right back to it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn, from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On the run, it's Valentine. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Finds his man, it's Watson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Sampson. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Touchdown, Tigers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the tailback. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch. The Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Auburn offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Toss to the outside. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the air, it's Dyer. Caught behind the line, it's Watson. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's Lewis. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. The give to the left. Runs through a tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. And off to Jones. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Badgers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone, a 2-possession lead might feel insurmountable. There he goes. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38, and the running game doing work.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. It's a running room. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him 1st and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. Finds his man, it's Watson. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. And he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. It's still a 17-point cushion.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's the hit. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going for it all. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
Snagged in the middle. It's Watson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Dyer. Touchdown, Tigers. And the pummeling has started. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run play action. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cashed in the last time and even better this time around. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. He's got it for a big play. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Off play action. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offenses have their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. New Mexico State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Las Cruces for some time. They're up 14 over Texas State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. The give to the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Connection to the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Let's go!
Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. coach in coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but you can't do it and force the incompletion. You've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A designed run for the quarterback. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Badgers in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Working that wide receiver screen. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Badgers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson will throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Smith. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Out of bounds at the 43. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.